You know what no one talks about enough? The way your eyes and brain just slow down after 60? I'm not talking about disease. I'm talking about the everyday things. Waking up with blurry vision that takes 10 minutes to clear up. Walking into a room and forgetting why. Staring at a screen and feeling your eyes burn after just 5 minutes. It's real. It's not just aging, and it's not something you have to accept. As a doctor who has dedicated over 30 years to the health of seniors, I've seen this slow decline rob to many people of their golden years. But what if I told you the solution isn't in a prescription bottle, but right in your kitchen? What if I told you that 4 simple juices, taken at the right time of day, could refresh your eyes and begin to rewire your brain cells while you sleep? It's not a miracle, it's science. The problem isn't just your age, it's a chronic starvation of critical nutrients. Recent studies have revealed a shocking fact. Over 92% of adults over the age of 65 are deficient in at least one key nutrient needed for eye and brain repair. This repair process doesn't happen during your busy day. It happens at night, when your body is supposed to be rebuilding. But without the right building blocks, your body is fighting a losing battle. Night after night, your memory cells are struggling to rebuild, and you're tired. Dry eyes are not getting the relief they so desperately need. The things I just mentioned, do they sound familiar? Let me know your story in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want you to know you are not alone, and there is hope. Today, we are not just talking about juices. We are talking about a strategic protocol using for natural drinks that science now shows can literally recharge your brain and vision. No expensive supplements, no pills with side effects, just real foods blended the right way and taken at the right time. The effect is powerful. Let's start with the first one, a juice that is so familiar it's often completely overlooked by seniors. If you were to ask me to name the single most underestimated drink for seniors, it's carrot juice, and it shouldn't be. In my years of practice, I've seen patients dismiss it as something for children, but I am here to tell you that it is one of the most potent tools you have for both your retina and your prefrontal cortex, the very center of memory and focus in your brain. Here's how it works on a level most people never hear about. Carrots are famously rich in beta-carotene, which your body brilliantly converts into vitamin A. This vitamin is absolutely essential for the health of your retina, specifically the photoreceptor cells that allow you to see in low light. Without enough vitamin A, these cells begin to degenerate, leading to night blindness, chronic blurry vision, and dry, irritated eyes, all incredibly common complaints I hear from my patients over 60. But that's only the beginning of the story. Carrot juice also contains 2 powerful carotenoids called lutein and zeaxanthin. Think of these as your eye's internal sunglasses. They are proven to protect the macula, the part of your eye responsible for sharp central vision, from the damaging effects of oxidative stress and blue light. These compounds don't just prevent further damage, they help the eye actively recover. But here's the brain connection that is so often missed. Carrot juice is also high in a natural plant compound called falcarino. Studies have shown this compound protects the delicate neuronal membranes in your brain and actively reduces inflammation in brain tissue. A landmark study published in a major neuroscience journal found that daily consumption of beta-carotene-rich juice significantly improved working memory and cognitive recall in seniors over 60, especially those showing early signs of cognitive decline. Imagine that, a simple glass of juice leading to a 13% improvement in visual recall tests compared to a placebo group. That may not sound like much, but in real-world terms, that S, the difference between forgetting your neighbor's name and remembering where you left your keys. And here is the real secret I share with all my patients to unlock its full power. The nutrients in carrot juice are fat-soluble. This means your body can only absorb them properly when you pair the juice with a healthy fat. So, if you're going to make carrot juice a part of your morning routine, and I strongly recommend you do, have it with a small handful of walnuts, or even a teaspoon of olive oil stirred in. This simple trick makes all the difference. To prepare it, use 2 to 3 medium carrots, peeled and juiced fresh in the morning. You can add a slice of ginger for a little kick, or a squeeze of lemon for extra vitamin C. But most importantly, drink it with your breakfast, something that contains that healthy fat. When your body gets the right fuel at the right time, your eyes wake up, your mind sharpens, and your entire day starts to feel different. Now that we understand the importance of providing our eyes and brain with the right fat-soluble nutrients first thing in the morning, let's move on to the second powerhouse juice. This one is all about circulation, the vital delivery system that carries oxygen and those very nutrients to every cell in your body. Let's be honest, most people over 60 do unthink about blood flow when they worry about memory loss or blurry vision. But they should. In my clinic, I often explain it like this. Your brain and your eyes are two of the most oxygen-hungry organs in your body. Without a strong, steady supply of oxygen-rich blood, they are essentially being starved. This is where brain fog comes from. It's where that feeling of tired, strained eyes originates. Your systems are running on empty. And that's precisely where our second juice comes in, beet juice. Its effects are so profound and so fast-acting, it might just be the most powerful drink on this list. Especially if you struggle with that afternoon slump or poor circulation. Beets are incredibly rich in dietary nitrates. When you drink beet juice, your body converts these nitrates into a remarkable molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a natural vasodilator. In simple terms, it signals the smooth muscles in your blood vessels to relax and widen. This process is called vasodilation, and it matters immensely for your health as you age. As your blood vessels expand, more oxygen-rich blood can flow freely and reach your brain and your retinas, delivering the fuel these organs need to repair themselves and function at their best. A groundbreaking clinical study published in 2020 found that adults over 60 who drank beet juice daily had significantly improved cerebral blood flow, particularly to the frontal lobe. This is the area of your brain responsible for attention, decision-making, and short-term memory. The same study showed that after just 4 weeks, participants had faster reaction times and better focus during cognitive tests. And when it comes to your eyes, nitric oxide plays an equally powerful protective role. It supports the intricate vascular network of the retina, helping to prevent the microvascular damage that can lead to age-related macular degeneration. One of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors, another study confirmed that the increased nitric oxide production from beet juice consumption helped maintain retinal thickness and reduce oxidative stress in aging subjects. What I love most about beet juice is how quickly it works. Unlike fat-soluble compounds that take time to absorb, nitric oxide production from beet juice begins within 30 minutes of drinking. That means sharper focus, better blood flow, and clearer vision, sometimes within the same day. For this reason, I recommend drinking beet juice in the afternoon, ideally between 2 and 4 p.m. This is when most people feel that natural drop in energy and mental clarity. One small glass can restore mental sharpness and improve blood flow just when your brain needs it most. To prepare it, use 1 medium raw beet. Be sure to peel it, then slice it, and juice it. The earthy flavor can be strong for some, so I suggest juicing it with a small apple or half an orange to balance the taste. You can also pair it with a brisk walk to truly maximize that boost in blood flow. It's not a miracle, but it is momentum. And that's often all your body needs, a little help, given consistently with care. If you're finding this information helpful, please take a moment to press the like button and subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss out on more health secrets that can change your life. And if you haven't yet, share your thoughts in the comment side. Love to hear from you. We've covered the morning nutrient loader with carrot juice and the afternoon circulatory booster with beet juice. Now, let's talk about what happens at night during that critical repair cycle. Some foods protect, but some foods actually help rebuild what time and age have taken away. Our third juice is one of those remarkable rebuilders, a deep purple elixir that works on a cellular level to regenerate your neurons and retinal cells, and it's blueberry juice. But not just any blueberry juice. Specifically, I recommend wild blueberry juice whenever possible, as they have a higher concentration of the key compounds we're about to discuss. Blueberries are one of the richest natural sources of anthocyanins. These are powerful antioxidants that give the berries their deep color, but their function goes far beyond that. What makes anthocyanins so special is their ability to cross the blood-brain barrier. This is a protective membrane that shields your brain from harmful substances, but it can also block beneficial ones. Anthocyanins are small enough to pass through, allowing them to exert their effects directly on your brain tissue. Once there, they do something incredible. They stimulate neurogenesis. That means they help your body create new brain cells. This isn't just a theory. Researchers have linked this effect to the ability of anthocyanins to enhance a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. I often call BDNF miracle grow for the brain with my patients. It's a protein that helps existing brain cells survive and grow, and it encourages the growth of new neurons and synapses. As we age, our levels of BDNF naturally decline, which is a major factor in age-related memory loss. By boosting BDNF, blueberry juice helps to actively counter this decline. A landmark study published in the Journals of Gerontology showed that seniors who consumed wild blueberry juice daily for 12 weeks experienced significant improvements in memory recall, processing speed, and even showed increased neural activation on MRI scans. Researchers directly linked these effects to the anthocyanins, ability to reduce oxidative stress in the hippocampus, the memory center of the brain, and enhance that crucial BDNF factor. And what about the eyes? Blueberry juice plays an equally powerful role. The same anthocyanins that protect your brain also protect your retinal ganglion cells. These are the cells responsible for transmitting visual signals from your eye to your brain. A study from Molecular Vision found that regular intake of blueberry extract preserved retinal structure in older test subjects. Even when they were exposed to oxidative damage, this is why blueberry juice is so effective. It doesn't just slow decline, it actively supports cell regeneration in the very systems that keep you thinking clearly and seeing sharply. I had a patient, Helen, age 74, who told me her reading had become frustrating. The words would blur, and her brain felt slower. She started drinking a small glass of blueberry juice every evening. Within a few weeks, she was back to her crossword, puzzles, sharp, focused, and smiling again. If you want to try this, here's what I recommend. Use fresh or frozen wild blueberries, about 1 cup. Blend them with a little water or with half a banana if you want a thicker juice or smoothie. The key is the timing. Drink it in the evening, about 90 minutes before bed. This is when your brain begins its nightly repair cycle, and these powerful nutrients can go straight to work, helping your neurons rest and rebuild. We have our morning juice for nutrient absorption, our afternoon juice for blood flow, and our evening juice for cellular repair. Now, for our fourth and final juice, we turn to a humble green that is one of the most underrated brain and eye foods in the world. When you juice it, you unlock its full potential. Let's talk about spinach juice. What makes spinach juice so uniquely powerful is its synergistic profile. Perfect balance of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and essential vitamins that work together to protect, nourish, and even reactivate dormant neural pathways. First, like carrots, spinach contains high levels of lutein and zeaxanthin. As we discussed, these are the 2 carotenoids that are literally stored in the macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. As we age, the levels of these protective pigments decline. That's when the macula becomes vulnerable to oxidative stress, UV damage, and inflammation, the root causes of blurry vision and macular degeneration. But spinach juice offers more than just protection. It supports functional repair. A study published in the journal Nutrients in 2020 found that higher blood concentrations of lutein and zeaxanthin from leafy greens were directly associated with improved contrast, sensitivity, and visual processing speed, especially in older adults. In simple terms, you see clearer, and your brain processes what you see faster. Now, let's talk about the brain. Spinach is loaded with folate, a B vitamin that is absolutely essential for neurotransmitter production, especially dopamine and serotonin, the brain's mood and motivation chemicals. But more importantly, folate helps regulate homocysteine, a compound that, in high amounts, is toxic to brain cells and is strongly linked to cognitive decline. A randomized trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with low folate levels scored lower on memory and attention tests. When their folate was restored through diet, their cognitive function improved measurably. Spinach also provides a significant amount of vitamin K, which supports the integrity of brain cell membranes and plays a role in myelin formation, the protective sheath around neurons that helps signals travel faster. But there is one catch with spinach. It contains oxalates, which can interfere with calcium absorption and may not be ideal in very large amounts for people with a history of kidney issues. That's why juicing in moderation is key. Here's what I recommend. Use 1 large handful of raw spinach. To mellow out the flavor, you can combine it with a green apple or half a cucumber. Juice it fresh and drink it mid-morning or before lunch. At this time, your body can fully absorb its nutrients without interference from a heavy meal, and the folate can help maintain your focus and mood throughout the day. So now we've explored all 4 juices. The key is to work with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. Your eyes and brain repair themselves most while you sleep, but they also go through peaks of activity during the day. So here's how to support that rhythm. Start your day with carrot juice, paired with a healthy fat, to give your retina the vitamin A and carotenoids it needs to reset for the day. In the early afternoon, usually between 2 and 4 p.m., have your beet juice. This is when your energy tends to drop, and the nitric oxide boost will improve blood flow and restore mental sharpness. In the evening, about 90 minutes before bed, drink your blueberry juice. This helps activate the antioxidant pathways in your brain and protects your retinal nerves while you sleep. Finally, have your spinach juice mid-morning or with a light lunch to feed your focus and your eyes during the day. You don't need to drink all 4 juices every single day. You can rotate or even focus on 1 or 2 a day. What matters is consistency, not perfection. These juices are not magic pills. They are tools. But over time, they restore the small systems inside you that modern life wears down. The fragile blood vessels in your retina, the communication lines between brain cells, the memory circuits dulled by stress and inflammation. You may not feel it on day 1, but stay with it, because healing doesn't happen in a single night. It happens when you decide to support your body every day, a little at a time. And if you're wondering whether it's too late, let me assure you, it is not. No matter your age, no matter how long your eyes or memory have been slipping, there is still a path forward. Remember, your health is your greatest asset. Take care of it until next time.